walked up behind me and said something into my ear, and I could feel, I was like, this is Tom Ford walking up behind me. I could feel, oof, I want to go here. Where's this? My name's Adam Katz Sinding, and I'm very excited. We're gonna do something really cool, and hope you guys will like it when you get to see it. My mom would always have Women's Wear Daily laying around the house, so I would look at it as a kid because I thought it was interesting. It was like an insider kind of publication, so I felt like it was a special publication, different than the other fashion magazines that were out that were for the consumer. So WWD has always been kind of a part of my life. And then since I've been working as a photographer, one of the most exciting jobs that I've ever had was working with Tom Ford. Only a few years ago, being invited to shoot backstage at some of his presentations and shows, and then eventually being able to shoot some of the campaigns for the brand as well. So to be able to put both of those together into kind of a collaboration, and then to be able to come across the earth to Korea, which I love coming here. It's a very cool opportunity for me to have. We're gonna hopefully create something very cool. It's gonna be a different aesthetic, same clothes, but when you put it into the context of Korean celebrity culture and K-pop culture, we can create something totally different and very cool and interesting. I don't think I'm ever satisfied. I think that that's also a very good thing because then I continue to push myself every time. I also have a lot of friends and peers who are also photographers who I look up to, friends of mine who I think are very talented, and when I see their work, I tell myself, okay, you need to push yourself harder. You have to be able to create work as good as them or better if possible, and continue to push the level. And then if I push the level, then they push the level, then we continue to grow. Because if you're satisfied with your work, you're never gonna push yourself to become better. It's like with any job. I mean, for me, I know Tom Ford initially from his days at Gucci. And I remember these ad campaigns that he created or that were made when he was at Gucci. I put Tom Ford in the highest echelon of designers, like this guy and Coco Chanel and this guy, Yves Saint Laurent. These are the people, these are the icons that will be remembered much more than a lot of other designers. Even just his own look, the way that he presents himself, it's so impressive. I remember the first time that I met him, before I even saw his face, he walked up behind me and said something into my ear at the showroom, and I could feel, I was like, this is Tom Ford walking up behind me. I could feel the energy. I could feel that was this powerhouse of a creative mind. Without even speaking yet, I knew that this was him. He's not only changed the way that people dress, and the aesthetic of what is cool. I mean, he completely revamped Gucci, and now with his own brand, people are rapping about it, and it's become such a staple name. And you see the clothes in person, and it's like insanely high quality. He creates this aesthetic, this whole, ecosystem is the only way that I can describe it. The things that I own myself, it is I've probably only been able to buy into that environment in the fragrance level. I would love to own some of the eyewear, but I would love to have a Tom Ford suit, Tom Ford glasses, shoes, just like one look where I could put that on and just feel like I'm like a celebrity. I don't know. I don't wear suits. I wear outdoor, look, I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans. This is very normal for me. So if I could have something like a nice black classic suit from him, symbolizes this kind of peak 1970s sexy, New York party scene vibe. I would love to think that I could pull it off. I haven't had the opportunity yet, but maybe that day is coming. This is, to me, also still one of the most exciting things is the opportunity to be exposed to new people and worlds and things like that. So no, I haven't. I'm gonna do it tonight. I was exposed to it through WWD Korea. I mean, they proposed the project and presented me with this opportunity, and that's my first exposure to it. Okay. I mean, this looks beautiful. I want to go here. This is a kind of photo that I would like to be able to take, but I always shoot very long lenses, so I wouldn't be able to capture. But you can kind of feel what it would feel like to be in this beautiful kind of cave lagoon. I would go swimming in there for sure. I would love to be able to not only go here, but you look at this photo and it really gives you a feeling of what it would be like to be there. That's impressive. It's difficult to be able to do that. City skyline, I mean, this is very nice. Night photography is hard. I'm not a professional at it. I probably wouldn't have done this as well either. He's got the clouds exposed properly. Maybe it's a longer exposure, it looks like. It's tough. I don't have the patience for it anymore. I gave up on trying to take night photos a long time ago. I'm always inspired when people have the ambition to go out and do that. Oof. This is a sport that's terrifying to me. What is this, wind? It's wind, it's when you're pulled by the boat on the parachute. I can't do that. But you can see the wind here, you can see the waves. I don't know, I think if I would have taken this photo myself, because I used longer lenses, I probably would have just isolated the individual here in the sky, just to kind of take it out of context to ask that question. But he's telling the whole story here. I mean, it looks like a beautiful day and it looks terrifying. Yeah. It's good. I like it. I like travel photography because again, when you're going around a city, even if it's your own city, you get to again tell your own story and show it from your perspective, the places that you've been. You have that ego, which I think is important as a photographer still. My name's Adam Katz Sinding, and I'm here in Seoul shooting for a special edition of WWD Korea. It's been exciting so far, and we have more shoots coming up, so I hope you guys like what you see, and thank you very much.